Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. Okay. Just throwing some news stuff out there. The fellow who had the fireworks in the back of the Tesla Cybertruck parked in front of Trump Tower was reported to be current military. Said he was a Special Forces, a Green Beret. And that a handgun was found at his feet, and there was a bullet wound to the head. He was inside the truck as the truck burned, so I imagine his body was severely damaged by flames, but they could tell that he had had a gunshot to the head. Some folks are saying he killed himself. Others said maybe he was shot and killed. There is video evidence of him driving around the Trump Tower one time before parking his vehicle there. There's obviously a security camera which caught the fire. So if somebody had shot and killed him, you would have seen that person exiting the Cybertruck. Just gonna put that out there for you. And probably there would be maybe a muzzle flash or something that might have been caught by the camera as well. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just, take that with a huge salt lick, if you will. It's probably a suicide. Now, why would he do that? And apparently he had gasoline in the back of the truck, fireworks. I'm not clear if he had explosives or not. Some reports said he did, some he didn't. I'm not sure. It sure seems like I don't know. Did he want to go out with a bang? In a Cybertruck. He was a big, and apparently he was MAGA. He was a big Donald Trump supporter, had voted for Trump. So are Trump and Elon pissing him off and he killed himself to get their attention? Did he suffer from PTSD and wanted to kill himself and thought he'd go out with a bang in a Tesla Cybertruck instead of Trump Hotel, his two favorite people? Hence all the fireworks in the back, so you could have a big celebration to celebrate him killing himself. It's weird. it's weird. So we'll let that story continue on, and maybe some more information will come out on it. On other news, this will be a quick one. There was the FBI released pictures of the person who planted the RNC, DNC pipe bombs. And on one photo, they posted up that this person is approximately 5'7", and they're using that by a triangulation of where the camera was, a street sign, and the person's height relative to the street sign, and taking in the geometry, they could calculate within about a quarter to a half inch how tall the person is. For those keeping score at home, so again, 5'7" is approximate height, maybe 5'6" and 3/4 to 5'7" inches and a quarter, but call it 5'7". For those keeping score at home, Marjorie Taylor Greene's only 5'3". If she had 4-inch heels on, you'd notice it on those tennis shoes she was wearing, because she'd be leaning way forward like this, kind of like how Trump looks, with his lifts. So, as much as you want to say it was Marjorie Taylor Greene, it wasn't her per se planting the bombs. That doesn't mean she's not involved in it. It just means that she wasn't the person that they convinced to drop those bombs off. And I want to do a quick read on that just to see what the energy is. Now, when I've done this reading before, I was pretty convinced that the FBI knew who it was and might have even had them wearing a wire. This could still be the case. They could be, trying to cover for that person. If we just take this story at face value, they may know who the person is, but they want confirmation from somebody else to justify who they think it is. I don't think they're clueless. I don't think they have no idea who it is. I'm pretty sure they've got a real short list of who it's going to be. And they're hoping the public can help them out so that they can confirm who they suspect it is. But let's see what the cards have to say, okay? Entertainment purposes only. Let's see what insight we can gather from this regarding the bomber. Foundation of the reading is the Magician. manifesting, coming up with a great plan and putting that plan into action. Elon Musk did it. Crossed with the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Okay, does that mean that posting up the picture is supposed to generate some new information on who this person is to help them out? That could be one way to translate this. I just think that somebody very influential convinced this person to do it. And so far, so good. They've managed to thwart off much of what their most of this investigation, basically. Helping him fend off questions. Let's see where this goes. In the past, you got the Ten of Pentacles. This person was paid. This person was paid, or they had really high values for it. If this, and I'll have to read this two ways. I'll do this as this is the FBI trying to get additional help to catch this person to the point where they could bring him to a court of law and prove beyond a reasonable doubt who it is. Let's read it that way, and then I'll read it again as the Unabomber. Okay, so this would be if the FBI was doing this. They don't know who it is. They're offering up a reward to get that person, but it hasn't been enough. Current situation is the Eight of Cups. They feel like this case is going cold and they need to get it going again. Queen of Pentacles. The person that they want could have even fled the country, but they want to gather new information, get some new evidence, because this person is important to the overall case. They're an important link. A lesson to be learned. They do think that this person is linked to the Republican National Committee or to Trump or something. There's a link. There's a link to the Republicans with this, because the Democrats wouldn't feel the need to do this. Outcome is the truth is going to be revealed. Maybe a family member turns them in. You make it $500,000. Somebody's got bills to pay. I think it was $500,000 they're offering on this. It's a substantial amount of money. Maybe that upping the amount is enough to get a family member or a friend to spill the beans on it. That's if they don't know who it is. If this is the actual person that we're talking about, if this spreads about the actual person, they came up with the idea, but they're connected to the Trump organization or the Trump campaign with this. Again, they did it for their legacy, but I think they got paid well for it as well. They left. They went into hiding. Maybe they've even left the political offices that they were originally affiliated with. They could have left because they realized that maybe they were duped. Maybe they were in a cult. Overarching energy is the Queen of Pentacles. I almost wonder if this person, if it was a woman, I wonder if she got pregnant and had a family. She just left because, I want that anonymity. I just want to go off and live my life. But the truth is going to come out. This card is huge out in this position. If the FBI doesn't know who it is, they're going to find out. So, like a family member or somebody's going to turn that person in for the do-re-mi. If this is about the bomber themselves, they might have left to start a family, but they're going to be outed. Is this a bluff? If they already knew who it was, do these cards make sense? No. Maybe they didn't know who it was. Maybe they have a pretty good idea who it is. They're just waiting for that final piece to come in to bring their case together and give them beyond a reasonable doubt. I may have been wrong on my initial one, thinking that they've already found the person. I still think that if they haven't found the person, they have a pretty good idea who it is. They just can't nail them down. And by offering a large reward, they will get that person. And I think it's going to happen. I still think it's going to happen. We will know one day who the RNC DNC bomber was. And I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. Just a little for Carter. What will be the impact on January 6th insurrection cases if they identify who this person is? Because you can imagine if it's somebody's staffer, if this is a staffer for a congressperson, could even be Marjorie Taylor Greene's office. What's that going to say about that congressperson who would be involved with this? You know what I mean? How did you not know your staffer was out doing this? Why'd they pick that person? Why would they not go through you to get? It would cause problems. So, should they find this person, identify them, and have them dead to rights? What's going to be the impact on January 6th insurrection type cases? I was going to do two signifiers. This card kind of wanted to force its way up over this one. It's going to be damning. If they identify who this person is, it's going to be damning. And again, I just think they're going to keep it quiet when they find the person. This person is going to go to prison. But so are the people that were behind it. Let's finish this 4-carder here. Being left out in the cold. 5 of coins. A feeling of an outsider. Queen of Cups. Keeping things on the down low. Knight of Pentacles. The mercenary. And then the burden. The hard proof. What's the impact if they can get this person dead to rights? It's going to impact other people who've been lying low. And it's going to be very difficult for them to get out of it because, how do you, this person's got this is like the mom that's caught you sneaking out on a Friday night through circumstantial evidence. Like, one of your friends just fessed up that they were at the drive-ins and you weren't supposed to be out with that friend, and that friend told their parents they weren't going to the drive-ins, but they were found there, and well, there were other people in the car. So who were those other people? Come on, let's see how your story changes. Are you going to fess up, or are you going to continue lying and say things that don't make any sense? Central to it is the Queen of Cups. They do have the right to remain silent, but man, if they start spilling the tea, they may get a plea deal. Yeah, I think this what's going to happen is, look, do you want to be the one person with this bomber? Do you want to be the person who gets incarcerated by keeping your mouth shut? Do you think that they're going to actually take care of you? They're going to throw you under the bus. They're going to get rid of you. They will happily use you as a martyr. So you can cut a deal so you spend less time in prison, and you can open up and tell us everything you know. And we will ask for leniency for you in the court system. So I think that's how that's going to pan out. I do believe that they will nail this person. This person will talk. They will be given a good enough deal. Their lawyer will be screaming at him to take it, and then start... Sorry, it'll tickle in my throat. Start naming names. Who put you up to this? And, times and dates and all sorts of things like that. And start connecting people, because it's going to be people in trouble for January 6th anyway. This is just going to be another thing that weighs them down. It gives them a longer sentence because of their involvement in this case. Again, this person is 5'7". Marjorie Taylor Greene is 5'3". You can say it's her all you want. Chances are it's not. Okay? Just take that for what it's worth. That doesn't mean she's not involved. Entertainment purpose only. I don't know if she is or is not. But She certainly wanted a pardon when Trump first took office, or before when she first came into Congress. She wanted that pardon before Trump left. I don't understand what happened in the 2 weeks she was a congressperson that would require that, unless she was involved in shenanigans for the 2 months between the election and her getting sworn in. Good times. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope you find it insightful, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.